Hi, my name is Brad Salzman, and today I'm going to be talking about sex addiction treatment with Orthodox Jewish clients. When you're working with Orthodox Jewish clients, it's very important to have some cultural competence. So for the clinician who's not Orthodox, that means a few things. Most importantly is the need to impress upon the Orthodox Jewish client that you know where they're coming from. And that needs to be coming from an authentic place, because if it's not, the client is going to pick up on that, and the client will not, it will be much harder to earn the trust of that client. And part of that is because the world that Orthodox Jews come from is in some ways very different from the Western world or the secular world that we're used to as living in America or as part of Western culture. So it's good to know a little bit about what Judaism is, where Judaism came from historically. I think all of us know about the Jews in the Bible. It's important to know about what makes someone Jewish. According to Jewish tradition, someone whose mother is Jewish is considered Jewish, whether or not the father is considered Jewish. And I'm going to be talking about Orthodox Judaism for the rest of this video, and not other streams of video, which I think is a separate topic. But as far as your Orthodox clients are concerned, definitely Judaism is something that is passed down from the mother's side. There are basically three major streams of Judaism in America or in most of the world, and those could be broken down as Orthodox, Conservative, Reform. At least that's what it is in America. And then of course you have unaffiliated Jews who are not really don't necessarily identify with any particular stream of Judaism. Here in Israel, where I am, we don't really have much in the way of conservative or reform. It's mostly Orthodox Jews or either irreligious, non-religious Jews. We call them here secular Jews, or you have something in the middle, which is called traditional Jews, or in Hebrew it's called Masorati, which is people who have grown up with some kind of Jewish religious traditions but aren't necessarily full-fledged Orthodox. So to be Orthodox means that you observe the commandments that were given to Moses on Mount Sinai when the Torah was given. And that includes a total of 613 mitzvahs. And a mitzvah is a Hebrew word for a commandment. Some of these mitzvahs include keeping the Sabbath. That's definitely one of the most important or the most central to being an Orthodox Jew. And the keeping the Sabbath means that on the seventh day, which is Saturday, begins Friday night, it ends Saturday night, no constructive work is allowed to be done. So that means in biblical times it meant no lighting fires, no putting out fires, no cutting, no finishing certain projects, no harvesting, no threshing, and all these things have sort of modern day equivalents. So for example, not being able to light or extinguish a fire on the Sabbath in modern day observance means not being able to turn lights on or off, because either we're extinguishing extinguishing an electric current here, or we're initiating or completing the electric current. So there's a lot of, being Shomer Shabbat or Shomer Shabbos means observing the Sabbath, means not doing things that you're not allowed to do. So that would, besides electricity, it would mean no cooking on the Sabbath. All the food has to be cooked beforehand. No driving in cars, no using telephones, no using computers, no using TVs. What people do on the Shabbos is they go to synagogue, they pray, they have festive meals with their families, they learn Torah, and it's basically a day of rest. So again, I'd say being Shomer Shabbos, or observing the mitzvah of keeping the Sabbath, is probably the most fundamental of all of the mitzvahs related to being an Orthodox Jew. The second one would probably be keeping kosher. All of us have heard this word kosher before. The word kosher literally means fit, as in fit for consumption. The Torah, which is, again, these are the commandments that were given to Moses on Mount Sinai about 3,500 years ago. It specifies specifically which animals are not to be eaten, and these don't necessarily have a logical reason. In other words, it's not because eating these certain animals would make you sick or anything like that. It was more that, according to the Word of God, as we understand it, these animals will make you spiritually unfit. So, for example, Orthodox Jews will not eat pork. Orthodox Jews will not eat shellfish. Orthodox Jews are prohibited from mixing milk and meat, which means that you can't have a cheeseburger or chicken parmesan or anything like that. Basically, they have to be eaten separately, and there's a whole lot of laws that go along with observing the laws of kosher. And it's the same with Shabbos. It's the same with all of the Jewish laws. There's a tremendous amount of detail that goes into this, and I'm just giving you sort of the big picture right now. Having to work with Orthodox clients who are sex addicts involves some specific mitzvahs or specific commandments that obligate Orthodox Jews, and those include the laws of family purity. And this is a much longer discussion, which maybe I'll talk about in a separate video. But so this is the first video, and I guess we'll end it here. Thank you for watching. Again, my name is Brad Salzman. My website is www.bradsalzman.com. You can find me on the web, either on my website, or you can also look for me on Facebook, Brad Salzman, LCSW. And I'm available for appointments here in Israel or via Skype all over the world. Thank you very much.